Hello, babies. I got some good news for you. Here in Washington, D.C., we just legalized gay marriage. Woo! And I am so excited. I just went to Costco with one of my friends, and he was nice enough because we went to get some wedding gifts and things like that, and he was so nice. He let me use his Costco card so that I could get Kleenex. Oh my God, I'm just going to make it a point to cry. I'm going to just sit in like the third row and I'm going to just cry and be like, oh my God, these gays are so cute. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay, so we just went through a legal and legislative process over the course of maybe the last 2 years so that gay and lesbian couples could get this privilege. And I am happy because one day I do plan to marry. And so it was good, and there are other young gay and lesbian children who will grow up, and I'm pretty sure who are going to want to get married. And it was great because, it gave us a chance to come together as a community of white and black and Spanish and Chinese or, Asian, middle class, lower class, upper class. Everybody came together. People of faith, people who aren't of faith, came together, and we were able to fight for this. We were able to fight for justice. One of the most warming and affirming things that happened during this process was we had over 200 clergy members from churches in the area who signed on to support us in this fight for marriage equality, which I was so happy. And of course, they are pastors who are progressive and subscribe to a more progressive than traditional belief of religious rule, I guess. And I'm so excited about that. But during the process, the opposition was headed by a lot of African American ministers. At one point in time, it got to the point where it seemed to, if you looked at it from a certain angle, it seemed to pit the African American community against the gay community, or the African American religious community against rich white gay people, which is not true. For the most part, a lot of us gay black people, we had to work, so we couldn't be down there. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the other black people, who aren't gay, who would have been ambivalent on either side, they definitely probably had to work too. But I was able to go down and watch, and I also testified during these proceedings in support of this measure. And it definitely brought up the question among a lot of people. It brought up the question among those who were testifying, and it was in the news. Are black people against gay marriage? In California, they did Proposition 8, and they said that I believe 72% of black people voted against gay marriage. First, let me say, if black people in California had voted against Proposition 8, and it would have been 72%, they later found out it was about 52 to 57% or something like that. If black people in California would have gone out and voted in a mass, this is 72%, there aren't enough black people in California to have that type of impact on marriage equality there. So, I mean, that blows me away. I'm going to come from a personal perspective, as you know that I'm going to do. So a lot of people feel that black people are against gay marriage, which is not true. At most, from my experiences of going out, because I'm not in the closet, I talk to people about my life, I talk to people about, my relationships, my love, my goals, and everything about, I'm gay, my sexual orientation is gay, but everything about me is not gay. You see what I'm saying? So I can go out and I can mingle with the heterosexuals. I can go out and mingle with the straights. So I'm able to go out and I'm able to talk and get their opinions and their viewpoints and their perspectives. And at most, some of them are ambivalent, but a lot of people could care less. Now, there are many African Americans who are against gay marriage, but I wouldn't say on a whole. I think that there are white people who are just as against gay marriage as those black people who are against gay marriage, especially those in the right-wing faith communities. like the evangelicals. If you look and compare a black Pentecostal with a white evangelical, the black Pentecostal is the same way, but they just eat a lot more fried chicken and ribs and that type of thing. And maybe some of the evangelicals too. But you have to look at also the way that African Americans are. Black people, we are more dramatic, okay? We're more expressive. We're more emotional. And that's one reason why our damn blood pressure is so high, okay? But you have to also factor in the fact that our God is a lot different from the God of a lot of other cultures and races. I mean, we may all say that, we believe in Jesus Christ and that type of thing, but at the same time, we may all believe in Jesus Christ and God, but if I've gone to an evangelical church, I've gone to a Catholic church, and there is definitely a different picture, a different spin that we have on God. Like, their God, like I go in there and they're just like, whoa, and like their God is all serene and like walks through the waters and like got leaves and grass stuck in his hair and eat blueberries. Our God, like in the Pentecostal church where we jump up and down and scream and jump across chairs and that type of thing, our God got cornrows, he eats fried chicken, and he will pistol whip you, okay? Our God whoops ass, okay? So a lot of people are very strong in their beliefs, about this type of thing because of their religion. And then, homophobia is a thing that does not just exist in the African American community. It exists across all spectrums of different communities and cultures. However, it's done a different type of way in the African American community. I don't feel like we necessarily have the power, or we haven't realized that we have the power to be, racist. We can be racist, but it's not like it matters. We can be homophobic, and it's not like it really matters. And then again, it does, because people still get hurt, people are still insulted, people are still offended. So in a way, it does. So since we don't necessarily have that power politically, I think that it's more socially. You see what I'm saying? And I think that since we're more dramatic, since we're more expressive about it, I feel like people highlight it a lot more than they would a lot of other communities. But homophobia is homophobia, A lot of the other African Americans that I talk to, about gay marriage, and ones that I talk to, a lot of them who are against it simply need to be educated. When I was down there listening to some people who were going off about it, when I talked to them, they were just like, so all y'all want to do is just, like, y'all not trying to pervert marriage? Y'all are just trying to simply have the same benefits and things like that? Because there are a lot of gay people, whose families aren't supportive of them or understanding. And so when a partner dies, a boyfriend dies, or a wife dies, they might not get the house or the car or whatever. And I mean, even in heterosexual marriage, the same thing would happen to in-laws. But, they have that law there to protect them, because there are some in-laws that we all hate, and it's true. Don't play. But, I mean, they have that protection in place. So simply it's about going out and, I believe, educating people. And once people get educated and you have to find a way to slide in that dialogue, I think that would take care of a lot of the problem. But black people are not all against gay marriage. I talk to plenty of them, and they're like, oh, my God, I want to come to some gay weddings. Can I be your ring bearer? Can I be your best man? And it's not necessarily in that type of way either. They're just a lot of them are very understanding. Even those who are not are very understanding, and, and they want to be a part of it. They want to see it, but there are others who simply need to be educated. That's just my opinion. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I got to get going, okay, because I got to go cook. Okay, I'm about to go put my titties in that pot. Anyway, subscribe. I love you. See you soon.